Guess who was away and didn't realize this entire event was going to end? So, let's see what the Iktomi Spiritseeking scrolls is about. The Masters of the Nightwind are unique among the tribes of Natlan, having mastered all types of mysterious methods of communicating with the world. In this adventure about clairvoyance, perhaps you will be able to draw back the corner of the curtain. Alright, it's Ororon requesting help? Traveler, I know this is a bit out of the blue, but I've run into a tricky situation, and I really need your help. If you happen to have time and the inclination, and don't mind stretching your legs for a long journey over, please pay me a visit over at the Masters of Nightwind. I'm sure that things will take a turn for the better once you're here. Thanks, I'm counting on you. Ooh woo. And where Ororon is, alright.
Once the traveler shows up, everything will get better.
Are you sure?
Hey, Ororon, over here!
Oh, hey there, traveler in Paimon.
So you were looking for us? We came as soon as we heard.
You did? That makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Is this what happiness feels like?
Homie, you have felt happiness other times in your life. Relax. Why is he so edgy?
The heck? Where is this coming from?
You are truly the best friends I could ask for. If my vegetables met you, I'm sure they'd grow all the more lush for it.
Huh? What?
What makes you say that?
Well, it's a compliment. I heard that complimenting people makes them happy. Did it work? Are you happy?
Maybe Ororon is just me. Maybe Ororon has a little bit of not understanding people's communication methods. Very much so, but what about you? You don't look too happy.
It's that obvious, huh? Well, you're right. I feel like an aphid who can't find a flower. Granny is standing in my way.
Okay, what's going on? What's the beef between you and Citlali again?
Yes, Granny's a genius, as you know. Geniuses often stand in the way of others, leading them to despair.
Oh, hello?
And on top of that, I'm her grandson, which means I get a double dose of despair.
Are you okay?
If that sounds serious, it's because it is. So please, help me deal with her.
What is the deal, though? Like, you're not explaining why she's preventing you from doing something, so, like, I need more information, buddy.
Oh, what happened exactly? You make it sound so dramatic.
I had to get you involved. Most people can't deal with Granny and of course you can. You were the first person I thought of, Gramps.
Oh, right. I forgot he calls us Gramps. Oh my god.
Gramps is what I called you when we first met, and I know I got told off for it, but please let me off for calling you that one more time. It feels like there's something unique about you. Even Granny Citlali treats you like you're someone special. And everything that's happened since we met suggests it's true. If I had a woven scroll that listed the 40 people who can deal with Granny Citlali, your name would be at the top of that list.
That's surprising, actually.
Wait, so who are these other 39?
Also the Traveler. The rest of the list is just the Traveler 39 more times.
Anything for my favorite grandson.
Oh, great. So, you're gonna help me, right, Gramps? I can't stress how important this is.
I will try my best.
Although it looks like I'm just hanging around with nothing to do, inside, I'm distraught about the path ahead. Granny Citlali is blocking my way and I can't get past.
You have repeated the same dialogue text like 3 times. I don't know if the writers needed like something for the word count or like, are you trying to finish an essay? Like, what's going on? Like, did you make this chat with ChatGPT? Like, what's going on? Because it keeps going.
But now that you're here, I can start moving again before time runs out.
Is he like in a time loop? Is that what it is? Maybe the writers are smart and I'm just being dumb. Like,
you know how much Granny loves to drink, nap, and read light novels, right?
Continues.
If you offer her what she wants, I'm sure you can lure her away.
Bro, okay, what was with the entire first part of the dialogue though? Like, why did he need to repeat that sentence like 3 times? And for what?
You mean use those things as bait to distract her so she won't notice what you're up to?
That's right. Don't worry, I won't make you do all the work. I've
Okay.
planned it all out, including what you need to say. All you need to do is walk up to her and tell her this. Dear Granny, I have the latest volume of Mirage Warriors here, along with the special edition spin-off of the case files of Miss Orith. Want to read them together? She'll pretend not to be interested for a few seconds, then think of an excuse to say yes. As long as you're the one doing the fishing, she'll definitely take the bait.
Wait, okay, are these like light novels or something? You really think I have that effect on her?
He's just trying to butter you up. Even Paimon can tell. He's just saying whatever it takes to persuade you.
No, I mean it.
Okay.
Granny might not say it out loud, but I can tell she has a soft spot for the traveler.
If you say so. Paimon's still not convinced. But if all we have to do is say a few words to Citlali, it's hardly putting us out.
It's as easy as watering vegetables, and if my vegetables were here, they'd... Sorry, there's no time for vegetable talk.
First of all, watering vegetables is hard if you have a lot of vegetables. So, how many vegetables do you take care of in actuality?
Just trust me. Let me take you to her. With you here, everything will be better.
Nightwind Letter, Iktomi Spiritseeking Scrolls, Volume 1. Okay. Not gonna lie, this is the weirdest inciting incident that we've had so far.
Huh?
What's the matter?
It's Granny. She's gone.
Huh? What do you mean? Like, yeah, she's gonna move around. What are you talking about?
She was standing there at the cave entrance to stop me from going in, standing right in my way.
Oh, you meant literally standing in your way. This whole time, Paimon thought you were being metaphorical.
I mean, it could be both.
Granny says it's tacky when light novels use contrived metaphors. I don't want to be tacky.
Wait, but aren't you comparing yourself to a light novel? Isn't that kind of contrived?
I feel like it's less contrived than using other types of metaphors.
What? Oh, darn it.
Anyway, looks like the path ahead has been cleared.
Yeah, Citlali probably figured there was no point standing in your way anymore. Ororon, whatever it is you so desperately need to do, you're now free to do it.
I don't think it'll be that simple. Granny wouldn't release me from her grasp so easily.
Homie has been gaslit by Citlali for years, and now he's like constantly aware of traps.
She might have laid a trap for me, or maybe when I get inside, I'll get caught by one of her surveillance spells.
Okay, but why does she want to stop you?
Yeah, let alone lay a trap for you. Unless you haven't been up to no good again, have you?
I just want to rescue someone, and Granny won't let me.
Okay, who is the someone?
Rescue someone? Oh no, what happened?
Could I ask you to go inside and take a look at him? I think he should be safe for now, but he'll be at greater and greater risk as time goes by.
But then, what are you going to do?
I'll have to wait outside, or I might fall into one of Granny's traps.
Maybe it's like an abyss thing, right? Like an abyss aphid that he wants to take care of, or some kind of like really competent hilichurl that like has been speaking to Ororon this whole time. Or maybe it's Enjo.
You mean you want us to fall into her traps instead?
No, you'll be fine. Granny's traps will recognize it's the traveler, so they'll leave you alone.
This seems too good to be true. You're setting me up, homie.
Sure it is. I mean, I've told my aphids all about your heroic deeds, so I assume Granny's told her traps too.
No, that's not how that works, actually.
You can't just assume that.
Either way, I'm counting on you, Gramps.
Well, sounds like someone's life is at stake, so we should probably head in and check things out.
That's not what that says, Paimon. You're the best, Gramp. Please, can you go inside and take a look? Don't know why you said all that, but...
You're the best, Gramps. Please, can you go inside and take a look?
He uses a different voice line. I guess they recorded it more than once, and then they just called that flavor text. I'm gonna get trapped in here, bro.
Guess we just keep following this path?
I'm going to get trapped in here.
Ororon seemed pretty confident that Citlali's traps
whole
won't
house.
harm us. But still, it can't hurt to be careful.
That's a whole house, bro. Maybe. Ooh, what if it's Aoife? Are we protecting? Oh, that's a whole person. That's a whole. Shilon, you better not be dead after that.
We made it in without a hitch. Maybe Citlali's traps can recognize us after all.
Or maybe there were no traps in the first place.
Wait, look! There's someone there! Hi! Are you okay? Can you hear us?
He's not responding. Maybe he's meditating.
Is he asleep? Or sick? Do you think this is the guy Ororon was talking about? Also, what the heck's been going on here? Lots of strange and mysterious stuff around.
Looks like some kind of ritual.
Could be. Let's get Ororon in here. He'll know what this is all about.
Sorry, Granny.
All grown up now, are we?
I'm truly sorry.
What? Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Now that you're one of the 6 heroes, you think you can do as you please, do you?
Oh my god.
Well, explain yourself, you dummy. How exactly were you thinking of helping that spirit duffer?
A what?
Ororon! And, hey, Citlali.
Hey? The way she said that is crazy.
Huh? When did you guys... Oh, drat. I wasn't expecting them. And now the Traveler probably caught me yelling at Ororon. Oh, this is not a good look for me.
Citlali, we've seen you yell at Ororon like almost every single time during the world quests. This is not the first.
Hello there, you two. We were just, Ororon and I we were play acting.
Girly pop, what are you talking about?
You know, acting out some scenes from a light novel, quoting the lines. I didn't actually mean what I was saying. Right, Ororon?
I feel like the gaslighting is worse than what you were actually doing to Ororon right now. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, maybe Ororon's a little bit stupid too, so it doesn't help.
Yes, that's right. I owe you an apology too, Traveler. I asked you for help, but I forgot to watch my back and Granny caught me. And now we're play acting.
Okay, can I join in?
Traveler, come on. Now's not the time for games.
Homie, they're gonna play games in front of me. I'm gonna play games with them. Like, come on.
So what are you two up to exactly? Did something happen to this poor guy?
Yeah. Leela's his name. He got into some trouble during a clairvoyance session.
Clairvoyance?
It's a kind of spell that lets your spirit leave your body, so you can access secret knowledge. You know what a medium is, right? You've probably come across them in novels. Anyway, it's similar to that. Leela's problem is his spirit has gotten lost and can't find its way back to his body.
Oh, that's not good then.
So in other words, his body's here, but his soul's gone?
Technically, would you consider that being dead? Like, I don't know how you would... If your soul is not there, are you dead? Kingdom Hearts would say no, but also, like, I don't know. This is like an ethical question that I have.
Well, technically the soul and the spirit aren't quite the same thing, but yes, in a nutshell, that's basically it.
I just wanted to help bring Leela's spirit back.
And I wouldn't have stopped him if it was anyone else. But the issue is, Mr. Leela here is what we call a spirit duffer.
What's a spirit duffer?
Someone with no spiritual sensitivity whatsoever. Spirit duffers can't sense or control spirits, much less use spells on them. Now, there are certain methods that can force even spirit duffers into a clairvoyant state. But, well, I mean, look what happened to Mr. Leela. The spells of the Masters of the Nightwind are all based on dealing with spirits. And so are all our problem-solving methods. So for spirit duffers, even our healing methods don't work on them. So, if they get into trouble trying to use a spell, there's basically nothing we can do.
I'm kind of curious if this is gonna come up again in the Master of the Nightwind third act, whenever that comes out. I guess when Citlali comes out. But like, this seems like incredibly informative, like lore dumping information that I'm surprised they stuck away into this random like battle quest.
Yes, there is. As long as the soul is involved, I should be able to help.
You hear that? No prizes for guessing what Ororon's bright idea was.
Oh, because of your special constitution, right? But isn't that kind of risky for you?
I'll be fine. Granny's just worrying too much. I'm feeling fine now, so I should be able to do it safely. Besides, it's probably our only hope of bringing Leela back.
Don't kid yourself. What happens if it's not as safe as you're hoping, We both know you'll risk it all to try and rescue him anyway. Honestly, you're such an idiot sometimes.
Okay, but if you are preventing your kid from taking risks and learning on his own, like, isn't that also bad? Like, I don't understand.
This is a tricky one. It's true that Ororon can be self-sacrificing to a fault, but it's also true that Citlali tends to worry too much.
I don't like the first two options at all, because they're not idiots. Like, Citlali obviously has a lot of care for Ororon, and like she just wants to keep him safe, even if it is up to the point of helicopter parenting that child. Ororon is very, very self-sacrificial and will martyr himself no matter what. So it's just a recipe for disaster. So I think Citlali actually has a plan.
You're darn right Granny Eatsley's got a plan. Why else do you think I'd be here?
Huh? You do?
Wait, really? You actually know a way to save him?
Yes. I mean, it's a crude solution. But that's beside the point. The point being, don't interfere when Granny's already got things under control. Anyway, Traveler, I was actually going to ask for your help on this. My plan will take quite a lot of work, and it's a little too much for one person.
And what do you need from me?
Oh, great! Well, it's a good thing Ororon brought us here then.
How can I help?
I intend to use a two-pronged approach. The first is the crude method. Basically, it's looking for a needle in a haystack. See the thing I've drawn around Leela's body? That's a gateway to the Night Kingdom. Once the gateway is activated, all roaming spirits in the area will be drawn to it. If we're lucky, we'll find the one that belongs to Leela. I'll lend you some of my power like last time, so you can use my clairvoyance. It only works if you use this projection sensor first, though. So don't forget that step. Don't worry, this time nothing can go wrong. You'll just feel like you're in the Night Kingdom, and you'll see a lot of roaming spirits around you. All you need to do is gather them up. You can leave Ororon to sift through them and find Leela. Since he wants to help so bad, he can take the hardest job.
And what's the other approach?
Draw him back, using what I know about the instincts of spirits. As we all know, clairvoyance is usually conducted with the goal of unraveling mysteries. If we can find out what mystery Leela wanted to learn the truth of, we can use that to draw his lost spirit back here.
Can't you technically use both of these methods to get him back? Like, one, get all these spirits out here, but then two, use that second method to be like, hey, I have the secrets that you want. Come over here, and then we'll be able to find him more easily?
I'll do some clairvoyance of my own and channel it through Leela's body. That should give me some idea of what he was thinking.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets it now. The first approach is like fishing with a net, and the second is like fishing with bait. Just like how Ororon wanted us to lure you away with the promise of light novels.
Paimon!
Your point would have been just as clear without the example, Paimon.
What? Don't think I won't revisit this later.
Ooh.
But Granny, it's amazing that you can use a person as a clairvoyance medium.
Crazy,
I always
bro.
thought you had to use inanimate objects.
You can't flatter your way out of this one. But you're not wrong. A person without a spirit is just a physical shell, which, for our purposes, makes them an inanimate object. Traveler, just over there is my spirit loom, which will record the fragments I see during clairvoyance. Once I begin, please arrange them on a woven scroll for me. Let me know when you're ready. We should get to work.
All right, girly pop. What I gotta do?
You can do it, Traveler. Together we'll bring Leela back for sure.
Do I have to... Oh, wait, no. I have to talk to you in order to use it?
Are you ready? Don't worry. The spirit loom is very easy to use.
Oh, so this is a minigame?
I know this is your first time working with it, but I have a feeling you'll do great.
I don't know about that. Oh. Place the fragments in the area in specific order and position and adjust the relative positions of the layers using overlapping, blocking, and other methods to restore the overall picture to the target state. Oh, it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle then. Maybe... Oh wait, no, that was right. Perhaps like this. It's a little low. Perhaps I need to move everything down by one. Oh god. The layering? The layering. It's just like Photoshop all over again. God damn it. Hold on. Can I get the hair? Oh wait, no, I can't. Wait, so is this right? There we go.
Oh, the woven scroll is ready. This looks like a person. Who is it?
Huh? It's Sanhaj Kampore.
Huh? You mean that Sanhaj? Ororon's ancient name hero guy?
That's right. He was not only one of the 6 heroes, but also a legendary border master of our tribe. 500 years on, and the remains of his spirit is still so strong.
Border Master is an honorable title, by the way. It's only given to powerful figures like Granny Citlali.
No, not like me. The most powerful border masters can expand the borders of the Night Kingdom and temporarily manifest part of it in the real world. I'm no amateur with border spells, but Sanhaj is in a league of his own. They say his border mastery was what turned the tide in the Battle of the Mare Javari 500 years ago.
What?
Legend has it that Sanhaj summoned a miniature Night Kingdom and exploded it to defeat the encroaching Dark Calamity.
Oh god. Now that they keep talking about the Mare Javari, it's sounding more and more like the chasm, and I'm a little bit scared whenever we have to go and see it.
Whoa, he must have been really strong.
Of course, it came at a great price. As far as I understand, both Sanhaj and Tainoch, the leader of the tribal coalition forces, gave their lives to activate this spell. I don't know what Leela was thinking. Even I'd think twice before seeking out Sanhaj Kampore during clairvoyance. So what sort of spirit duffer in their right mind would... I guess folly is the greater part of bravery. I'm starting to feel like something else is at play here. I think I'll pay a visit to his house and see if I can find any clues.
What about the other approach? Shall we keep up that while you're gone?
Yep, you can keep gathering the roaming spirits. That won't be affected. Hopefully you do find Leela that way, because it'll save us an awful lot of trouble.
It sounds like we won't, and it sounds like there's going to be 3 acts of this entire ordeal.
But before that, it looks like we now have another problem on our hands. Connecting with the spirit of Sanhaj Kampore has caused quite a stir. I think we may have just spooked all the monsters in the area. Traveler, if you've got some time, could you go and get them to pipe down a bit? We don't want them to start attacking innocent bystanders.
It's fine. I can handle that.
Oh no, you're staying right here, mister. The Traveler has enough to do already without coming to your rescue.
All right then. Sorry, Traveler. Over to you, I guess.
Homie does not even try to defend himself is crazy. No problem. It'll be a piece of cake.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The most important thing right now is getting Leela's spirit back.
All right, I'm heading out. See you guys later.
Bye, girly pop. Oh. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so there's 3 parts. Search for lost spirits. Okay, so this is the gathering minigame. And then there's Tempest in the Night Realm. Assuming this is fighting. And then... Oh, these are all... Oh, this is all the scrolls, I think. All right. I guess this is what we're doing.
Traveler, could I trouble you to keep gathering the roaming spirits over the next few days? Just make sure to use this sensor. Granny already applied her spell to it.
Okay, about the spirit loom.
Oh, you liked playing with that, huh? Feel free to try it again whenever you want. There should be some other clairvoyance records you can arrange on a woven scroll. It's pretty fun. Don't worry about Granny. I'm sure she only left it here so you can get some practice.
Wait, no, I don't want to talk to Layla. I would like to know more about the Mare Javari.
The Mare Javari? Terrible place to grow vegetables, for one thing.
Homie, this is not about your fucking vegetables!
And if you're wondering how I would know that, well, it's because Granny told me. If you want to know more, you should probably ask her when she gets back. She has some scrolls on the subject in her house, but my rule is, if you can't grow vegetables there, I'm not interested. So I've never given them a second look. Truly sorry.
Ororon, I have so many questions about you, but like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, everyone.
Ah, Granny. You're back.
So, no good news for me then?
You saw right through me. The Traveler collected a lot of spirits, and I checked all of them one by one. None of them matches Leela's description.
I figured. It was written all over your face. It's all right. I didn't exactly have high hopes for the needle in a haystack approach anyway.
Leela's condition is still stable, but we're not really getting anywhere.
Well, luckily, I made some progress on my end. Leela's parents told me that he made a new friend recently.
Oh.
And apparently, he's been out of the house for days at a time. On one occasion, they secretly followed him and saw him and his friend tinkering around with something at a camp.
Wait, okay, Traveler, we're just gonna gloss over this. What is with basically everyone in the Masters of Nightwind, like, snooping in on each other? Like, I have a lot of questions. Like, this does not sound healthy.
Yeah, some guy who goes by the name Kokuchu, dressed in what looked like Inazuman attire.
This can't be Enjo again, right? They can't put Enjo in here, like, twice, right?
Is this really all I'll need, Mr. Kokuchu?
Based on my studies of the ancient texts, hypersensitivity is usually treated with desensitization therapy. So, I figure there's no reason it shouldn't work in reverse.
Is this actually Enjo? I'm going to lose my mind.
Now, for a poor chap like yourself with no sensitivity to spirits whatsoever, you'll have to completely immerse yourself in spiritually rich substances for this to be effective. I'm electing to name this approach hypersensitization therapy.
Is it risky?
You're the spirit duffer, not me. I'm sure you're more clued up than I am on the potential consequences of brute force clairvoyance. Ultimately, it's your decision.
High-key, Layla sounds like Ororon's voice actor, and I'm not sure if that's intentional or maybe I'm hallucinating.
All right, but I do have one last question. What's in this for you? People like me obviously don't have much clout in this tribe, so it's not like I can offer you much in return.
You think I'm looking for a reward? Oh, my good sir, take a look at my face. Isn't the answer written here clear as day?
No, actually, it's not.
What? What's written there?
Just a friendly guy who's happy to help.
Not when you hold your head in that position, looking like a villain ready to pull up his glasses, ready to, like, nuke something, homie.
What? So some random guy from Inazuma just felt like helping Leela cure his spirit deafness?
Hypersensitization therapy, huh? What a novel idea. Could that really work?
Girly Pop, look at case 1 in front of you.
Not on Leela by the looks of things.
It's anything but novel. Our tribe used to offer it as a treatment once upon a time. But it was so fraught with risks and had such an abysmal success rate that it was eventually outlawed. As for this Kokuchu fellow, I'm sure he has his own agenda. He conveniently disappeared right after Leela got into this mess. Leela's parents gave me the address of the camp, so I went and checked it out. There were clear traces of spiritual energy. And also, look what I found.
What's this?
A broken shard. Probably from a weapon or some sort of ceremonial implement.
So is it like used for the ceremony or like in order to contact the spirits or something like that?
You feel that? It might look old, but it has extremely strong traces of spiritual energy.
Oh, now I'm immediately thinking like maybe this is like an Ouija board or something like that.
Leela must have used this as his medium. It would definitely explain how a spirit duffer like him was able to trigger a clairvoyant experience.
Wait, there's something else. It feels so familiar. I think this is somehow connected to my ancient name.
Maybe that's why it summoned Sanhaj then.
Connected how? Is it like a shard of an ancient name?
No, more like... I think this item might have belonged to a previous bearer of my ancient name.
Oh, maybe then it's not Sanhaj, but someone like within the lineage or something?
Okay, that's it. Granny's getting itchy clairvoyance fingers. I'm going to try using this shard as a medium.
Cool, same as last time? The Traveler can use the Spirit Loom to record what you find on a woven scroll.
Nope. Ororon can do the recording this time.
Why?
It's a safety measure.
What? Why?
You have a better understanding of the spirit domain than the Traveler.
Oh.
If this really is a Sanhaj relic, you'll be better placed to deal with the fallout in the event that something goes wrong.
Ah, see, Paimon? Told you Granny has a soft spot for the Traveler. Look at her not wanting to put him in danger.
back.
Meanwhile, I'm just a grandkid, so I'm expendable.
Oh my god, relax.
Hey, what are you blabbing on about?
Sorry, Granny. I'm ready now.
Alright.
Then let us begin.
Citlali starts her second clairvoyance session with the mysterious shard as her medium. Ororon follows her lead using the spirit loom to record the images she sees on the woven scroll. Soon an image appears.
Alright, what's on the scroll this time?
Oh, it was shattered.
Looks like a broken bow covered in flames.
Oh, is this like Sanhaj's story, like within tapestry, I guess?
Hey, don't you think one of the pieces looks just like this shard?
You're right! It seems to be from the body of the bow.
I saw a bow just like this in one of Granny's scrolls.
Yes, it's the weapon Sanhaj used in the Battle of the Mare Javari. I guess that proves it. This shard is a bona fide Sanhaj relic.
Good old Sanhaj. The relic's spiritual energy was fluctuating very strongly, but I wasn't in any danger at all. The Traveler probably would have been fine as well.
Can you not put me within your family argument, homie? Like, I did not ask to be here.
Now that's a true hero, huh? Generations later and the stuff he used to own is helping to treat spirit duffers.
I still think there's more to this story, though. Kokochu must have had his own motives beyond just treating Leela's condition.
What would the... Well, I guess the Abyss would reside... If the Abyss resides in the Mare Javari, and Kokochu is actually Enjo, like, maybe he's trying to use that area to help the Abyss Order take over Natlan, or like use that knowledge for like the Abyss Twin, like trying to figure out some things, because technically the Abyss Twin is harboring like a bunch of energy, like abyssal energy specifically. So maybe the sibling absorbed too much energy, right, at some point, and now they need a safe way to discard it, like Sanhaj did. But they're trying to figure out a way where it doesn't explode on all of them? Maybe?
Well, okay, we saw the full bow just now, right? Maybe he wanted to see it too, so he could track down the other pieces.
I don't know if he'd have anything to gain by doing that. Even if they're Sanhaj relics, I still doubt he'd have much use for a broken bow.
Also, why use a spirit duffer in that case? You're basically setting yourself up for failure.
Hello?
Huh? Layla's body is responding!
let me take a look. I can sense a spirit being drawn to the relic.
Looks like Granny's plan is working. Leela's spirit is being drawn to the bait.
Or it could be Sanhaj.
In
Or
that
someone
case,
related to that.
Let me try again. This time using both Leela's body and the shard as mediums.
You can do it, Granny. I'm ready to go too.
Actually, can I control the spirit loom this time?
You got the itch too, huh?
Plus, Ororon went last time. It's only fair to take it in turns.
Fine by me. We know it's safe now, so you shouldn't have any problems.
He's so excited to do this. Aw.
All right, if you insist. Be my guest. Just let me know when you're ready.
They said you need to do this puzzle now. Oh, okay.
Don't worry. I'm quite sure the shard is safe. There shouldn't be any danger.
I can't trust you, homie, like at all, actually.
You ready?
I guess so.
All right, here goes.
Ooh, okay. Oh, it's an island. Okay. This has to be here, right? Oh, but this has to... Oh, the layering of this is going to be a pain in the ass. And then this goes on top of it, right? Yeah. And then... Wait, no, the water. I forgot about the water. Hold on. We're putting this all back. Go the water, and then this. No, wait, and then the sandy beaches. And then this. And then we do the inlet. This is just topography.
Another image has appeared. This one is a map.
A map? Of where?
Could it be the Mare Javari?
Is it? Because it looks like Texas.
The Mare Javari?
The Mare Javari was reduced to a desolate wasteland after that big battle. Or rather, it became known as the Mare Javari after what happened there. The ashes of the monsters and warriors who fought there covered the entire battlefield.
Oh.
Sometimes, bone-chilling cries would be heard from the depths. Other times, the whole region would become engulfed in towering flames, drowning out the cries.
Bro, I bet you we're either gonna go to the Mare Javari within the next patch, or it's going to be a major world quest, and I don't know which one they're gonna do.
That place is full of untold dangers and mysteries. Over the centuries, the finest adventurers have tried to prove themselves by venturing in. Sadly, most ended up perishing there.
Yeah, we saw what happened to the other one in Mondstadt, so we know.
That lasted up until around 20 or 30 years ago, when strange things started happening.
Oh.
People started speaking of an enormous dark creature the size of a mountain, roaming around inside the Mare Javari.
So, what I'm hearing is the Mare Javari is just the Hollows.
And then, shortly after that, the whole region just completely disappeared.
What?
Nobody knows how, but that infamously ominous place just vanished from the face of the world.
Wait, hold on. So that would mean Stanley would have adventured there. Wouldn't he have to adventure there before 10 to 30 years ago? Like, how long was homie pretending to be this adventurer? Like, for this long after it disappeared? Like, I don't understand the timeline right now.
What? How the heck?
I know, right? Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, the place indicated on this map is where it used to be before it disappeared.
And where's that?
At the westernmost part of Natlan. It's a very remote location, far away from any of the tribes. There never used to be a settlement there, but there's more people since the Mare Javari disappeared. Anyway, that's just what I've heard. I've never been there myself. This is what age does to you. The older you get, the less adventurous you become.
Honestly, she's so real.
That's just an excuse. Granny's too lazy to take a trip that far away.
Okay, but you know how hard it is to take a trip? Like, you have to make sure that you pack everything, and then you have to make sure you have all your travel documents, and then you have to make sure you have enough money, and then if you realize that you don't have enough money, you have to take money out of the bank, and then there's more things. Like, you have to wake up early for a really early flight, because usually the early flights are the cheapest, and oh my god, I'm so tired just thinking about it.
Hold on a second. There's a spirit approaching the shard and the woven scroll.
Okay.
Oh, Leela's body is responding again!
Quite a strong reaction this time. Does this mean what he was really seeking was the Mare Javari's location?
I sense it too. There's a soul nearby. Almost a complete one.
This is creeping Paimon out!
Seems like the plan is working.
So, can we just wake him up now?
Do you see him as being awake, Paimon? Do you see him? I don't think so.
Not today. You might think bringing a spirit back into its body is like pouring water from one bottle into another, but it's far more complicated than that. I need to borrow a ceremonial sword and make some other preparations. It'll take me about 2 days.
Okay.
But don't worry. Now that his spirit's returned, there's just one step left. Let's meet up again in 2 days.
Sure. Got anything to say, buddy?
Something about this still doesn't add up for me. If that Kokchu guy was really plotting something, why would he leave Sanhage's relic at the scene?
No, I honestly think that he's just going to show up at the last minute. It's like, thanks for solving this bullshit for me, and then leave again, because that's what Enjo always does. So that's what I'm expecting.
Unless that was also bait.
Oh, maybe he's just gonna say the thing that I was predicting, but sure. Thanks, Ororon.
Greetings again, everyone.
Citlali, you're here!
I got the ceremonial sword from the chief. It has a certain power that's needed in situations like this. You haven't forgotten what we're doing today, right?
Listen, you wouldn't make us stop forgetting. You wouldn't make us stop forgetting, buddy, so, no.
Of course not! We're gonna wake Leela up, and then ask him just what the heck he was playing at.
And I've prepared the rest of the tools for the ceremony per Granny's instructions. We've dotted all our I's and crossed all our T's, so today should go off without a hitch.
Good work, kiddo. Then without further ado, let's get started.
Citlali summons the ceremonial sword, Calamity of Eshu. Oh, that's the ceremonial
offerings
sword.
From the mystic smoke, the gift of stars on a moonless night, a wreath of dreams in the swirling wind. Glory be to the ruler of death. Fade, fade, fade. Thrice uttered and thrice repeated.
Whoa! Is this one of her magic spells? This whole place suddenly got cold. What's happening?
She's doing a ritual chill.
Keep your voice down. We mustn't disturb her.
We, the children of the Priest King, swear to abide by the ancient pact and tear through the veil of the Night Realm. I am Citlali. Hear my command. I am the Shepherd of Doomsday. I am Akul Batil.
Oh, well, that's certainly doing something.
Oh, look! Leela's spirit is back. It's coming towards his body.
I shall pierce the cloak of night with flintstone and banish all souls that do not belong to the land of the dead. Leela, obey my command and return to the land where the sun shines. Return to your own path.
Did it work?
I don't know, because it won't let me continue.
Huh? Where am I? And who are you?
Girly Pop, we are about to ask you the same question. Oh.
Whoa! Granny Eatsley, High Priestess Citlali, please have mercy.
Ooh, you're in trouble.
Aw, guilty conscience, huh? So, you know full well what you've done. Do you have any idea how close you were to never making it back? Or maybe you thought life would be more fun as an inanimate object.
I'm sorry, I messed up, and I'll face the consequences.
Oh, you sure about that? Then say goodbye to your parents.
Huh?
Tell them this. Goodbye, Mom and Dad. I've realized I enjoy life as an empty shell so much that I've decided to get Granny Eatsley to turn me into a stone statue, so I can stand guard over her house for the next 100 years.
Ooh.
No, please. Please don't. I'm begging you. I'll never do this again, I promise. Thank you, High Priestess Citlali. Thank you for rescuing me.
Don't thank me. Thank my grandson. If he hadn't sensed something was amiss, I wouldn't have bothered getting involved.
You're more than welcome, Leela. And don't mind Granny. She's all bark and no bite. We're just glad that you're okay. Besides, someone tricked you into doing this, didn't they? That Kokchu guy. He's the real culprit here.
No, Mr. Kokuchu had nothing to do with it. It was all my doing.
So explain why Sir it was there helping you.
Well, I mean, he suggested the method of using a powerful spirit relic as a medium, but it was my decision to go through with it. I wasn't coerced or anything. I'm sorry. I'm the one to blame.
The brainwashing is strong with this one.
So did Kokuchu provide the relic?
He did. He said it was a treasure related to the Mare Javari.
Right, so that proves it. He was using you. He coaxed you into doing the clairvoyance for him.
But I'm a spirit duffer who can't cast a single spell. What use would I be to him?
Listen, Enjo just has his ways, okay?
Guys like me couldn't sense a spirit even if we spent the rest of our lives sitting and meditating. But Mr. Kokuchu said that if I brute force the spell and immerse myself in a spiritually rich substance, I might be able to catch a glimpse of one. It seems like my only option.
Still, brute forcing a spell when you're a spirit duffer is like forcing yourself to run a marathon without any legs. If it wasn't for Citlali, you'd have been lost forever.
Okay, I'm not sure if that analogy makes a lot of sense because aren't there marathons for people who are paraplegic? Like, maybe this is not it. Maybe this is not the comparison.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just... everyone in this tribe is so amazingly talented, and then there's me. I just didn't want to be the odd one out anymore.
I totally understand how you feel, Leela. Some
Yeah, Mr.
seeds
Edgy over here.
effortlessly grow into beautiful cabbages, while
Oh my
others
God.
struggle with all their might and never even sprout.
Sir,
Who knows why this is the way things are? Maybe that's just life. Life is full of things we can't change.
he's not wrong, but also like him going like, it's just life. Homie, life was you about to be sacrificed for the greater good of your tribe. Like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
I know saying this doesn't change anything either, but I hope it makes you feel a little better.
Let's pause this discussion for now. We need to get you to Matla's for a checkup.
Head to where Matla is. I can't talk to the sword. I just phased through it. Maybe, oh no, I thought I phased through it. I thought I was the ghost for a hot second. I just leave, okay.
Okay, looking good. Seems like this guy got off lightly. Just make sure he eats when you get back. He must be starving.
That's relief. I've heard of cases where people's bodies started necrotizing after they spent too long meditating.
What a horrifying thought!
Anyway, Leela, even though we didn't know each other before all this, I'm still really glad that you're okay now.
The way he just changed the topic so quickly, that's crazy.
Well, maybe you don't know me, but I've heard all about you.
Oh, that's terrifying.
The same goes for High Priestess Citlali, the Traveler, and Paimon. I've heard all the stories.
Huh? Even us?
This might sound corny, but you're exactly the kind of people I've always dreamed of becoming. But it's clear to me now. That was just wishful thinking. Honestly, why'd I have to be born a spirit duffer? Nah, it's alright, really. I'm used to being useless by now. Thank you all for saving me. Ororon, I think you're right. It's just a fact of life. I promise I won't take another risk like this in the future. I've brought you more than enough trouble already.
Aw, Leela.
It's okay. There's no need to comfort me.
Hey, you little rascal. What are you talking about? Look at me.
Oh, you're gonna give him a pep talk?
Huh? What's wrong, High Priestess Citlali?
I said, look at me. Take a good hard look. Sense anything strange?
Your hair certainly is a different color. You're giving off NPC energy. You're pale as fuck.
Granny, what are you talking about?
What do you think, Traveler? Another case of happy to help written on someone's face?
Hold on. I think
Hello? What?
either my mind's playing tricks on me or her entire body is an illusion.
Hello?
No, it must just be my imagination. I wouldn't be able to see through something like that.
Wait, I know this trick. It's the same one I used a while back. Granny snuck away from right under our noses.
You see? You can perceive some spiritual abnormalities now. Congratulations.
Is this the moral of the story? I'm so confused.
Really?
But where are you going, Granny?
Where do you think? I'm going fishing, you dummy. Someone triggered the trap I set in the cave. Looks like our friend Kokochu took the bait.
What?
Sorry, can't talk now. You'll find me in the cave.
Damn. Hey, Enjo, girly pop, you there? I have one question. What the fuck are you doing here?
Don't believe it. He got away. Oh, this is terrible. Why'd I have to go and act so cocky about it? I'm gonna look like such a fool. This Kokochu must be a real escape artist or something. But I can't tell them that. I'll have to think of something else.
Citlali, did you get him?
Nope.
Given that she's the only person here, I'm guessing no.
Ooh.
I thought I'd let him go for now.
All right, girly pop, chill.
But I left a mark on him. So if he comes around here again, I'll be able to track his every move.
Sure.
Oh, so Granny had only pretended to leave the cave, when in fact she'd set up a whole trap for him and was lying in wait.
Ororon, did you have to why? Who wrote Ororon like Paimon? Like, I need you to stop. Like, did we have to repeat that?
Ah, so just like how you caught Ororon. But how did you know Kokochu would come here?
Because I planted the bait here. The Mare Javari map and the bow shard. Left them both on the table. I had a feeling those were what he was truly after. And sure enough, my trap was triggered just moments after we left.
So you really did set up traps here after all, huh?
Of course. It's just that they'd never do anything to either of you.
See? What did I tell you?
So, Mr. Kokochu, you used me after all. This whole time, all you wanted was to find the location of the Mare Javari.
That's right. I've been wondering about the shard he left ever since I came across it. Why did he leave it there? The moment I confirmed the Mare Javari's location, that's when I realized. It was bait. He was counting on Leela's spirit getting lost, and the tribe coming to his rescue. Then, by helping Leela, we'd be helping him.
Oh, so he was fishing too! It was all a ploy to lure in an actual clairvoyant who could look into the shard for him.
Yep. And somebody fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, but Ororon's just trying to help.
I'm sorry. I took the bait. But so did Granny.
The nerve! I only got involved because of you, you little scamp!
Okay, but you still wanted to help people, so technically you also fell for the bait?
Either way, Kokchu played us like a fiddle. Huh. He managed to accomplish his goals without taking any of the risk himself. Pretty sneaky.
Watch him still be in the room somehow. Like, I don't think he's gone.
You could say that again. Imagine if he tried to approach Citlali directly. She'd have seen through it right away. Although, actually, Citlali, why did you let him go?
Because I couldn't risk using my full abilities here.
Okay.
He was a pretty slippery character, and if I'd kept him here by force, there could have been unintended consequences.
That is such a PR way of saying, like, actually, I couldn't keep him here. Like, that's it.
Was it my fault for picking a bad place? I'm sorry. I went looking for somewhere with a wealth of spiritual energy when I first decided to help Leela, and ended up choosing this mad sage's hideout.
Mad Sage?
Yeah, he's napping right behind that wall. We'd have a whole new situation on our hands if we woke him up. That's why I decided against using my full abilities. I do have some good news, though. I snatched the shard and map back before he bolted, so I may have restrained myself, but I certainly didn't let him walk all over me.
That's great! So we left empty-handed!
I don't know about that.
Yes, sort of. The bad news is he did get a look at the map before he left. Not that the Mayor Javari's last known location is a huge secret, but still.
Yeah, that's kind of worrying. What if he's got some sort of diabolical plan?
Enjo's plans are probably very chaotic. I don't trust him to be good about them, but like, I also don't trust that they'll be super bad either.
Don't worry. I'll keep tracking him. Also, Leela, if it's all the same to you, I'd like to give the shard and map to the Traveler as a gift. They might prove useful at some point in his journey.
It sounds like we're going to the Mayor Javari.
Absolutely. That's completely fine. The Traveler deserves it.
You sure? This is a very generous gift.
None of us are interested in them. And if there's any chance of them leading you to the Mayor Javari, I'm sure an adventurer like you wouldn't want to pass on that opportunity. Granny Eatsley has a sense for these things.
The wink is crazy, but okay, I believe you, I guess.
So, Granny Eatsley? Do you think I'm still a spirit duffer?
What kind of a dumb question is that? You saw through my illusion, didn't you? I mean, that's partly because I deliberately made it imperfect, but even then, a spirit duffer wouldn't be able to see through that. Ororon, give this guy some lessons when you've got the time. Leela, put in the work, and we'll see how far you get.
Amazing. Life is so full of surprises. As long as you keep moving forward, you might just run into some fertilizer in the middle of the road.
Homie, what is that analogy?
I'm so happy for you, Leela. Let's both give this our best shot, and who knows? We might both be beautiful cabbages one day.
What? What? I'm so fucking lost, bro.
You alright? I have to return the ceremonial sword to the chief shortly. But I'll leave everything else in the camp as is for now. Feel free to make use of it.
I have the latest volume of Mirage Warriors here. Bro, what are we trying to bait you with?
Huh?
Along with the special edition spin-off of the case files of Miss Orith.
Huh?
Want to read them together?
What is this? What's going on? How did he know I like those books? Has he been trying to find out what I'm into? No, that's ridiculous. Don't be silly. I bet Ororon sold me out. A little scamp. Still, he remembered. That's gotta mean something, right? Why make a note of some mundane detail like that?
This is so, like, I know that, like, a lot of, like, anime and, like, kind of, like, genres centered around, like, guys, always does this thing where, like, the woman's just like, oh my god, I can't believe he noticed something like this about me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, this is, like, the first instance where it's, like, been so obvious. Like, I'm no offense, but this is almost equivalent to what? Like, in terms of, like, how bad this can get, like, it's... Citlali, relax. Like, homie, chill.
Focus! He asked me a question. How do I respond? Sure, why not? I should have some time later. I'll let you know.
Girly pop, I don't know. Is Genshin trying to go the Muwa path where like everyone is suddenly super obsessed with Aether? Like low-key, a lot of it's been like on the DL. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like Nuvi had some interest in Aether. Kinich was there. Kachin is a child. Shilonin was just like, oh yeah, you exist, I think. Ororon's kind of been there. I feel like more people are interested in the fact that he is an outlander versus like the traveler himself. I feel like this is one of the few instances where it's just like, oh my god, the traveler is interested in me. I can't believe that. I don't know how I feel about this, but I guess this is an interest specifically for Citlali, and I don't want to look at what the Reddit's gonna look like later.
Thank you for everything. This would have been so much harder without you. These are for you. They're all homegrown. I hope you like them.
Oh. Thank you for the 30 cabbages? Girly pop. Thanks. A cabbage. Thanks.
I'm gonna apply myself hard and learn everything I can from Ororon. He'll make a cabbage out of me yet. Although, to be honest, I'd rather become a carrot. More nutritious, you know?
Okay, but honestly, cabbages are more versatile in how you can use them, and also they're not a super rough root vegetable. Like, there's more applications with cabbages, that's all I'm saying. Okay, I don't know how to feel about this story. I wish we got to see Enjo. Is Girly Pop just waiting outside? I wonder if he's like behind the wall or something like that. But like, I don't know. It feels like this story was not written for Genshin. Does that make sense? Like this story amplifies the kid-friendly tone way more than I think maybe like Act 2 of the Archon quest was. And the Archon quest for that one was very much just like, power of friendship is magic. Like very, very like in your face kind of way. This one was very much just like, oh, something happens. Like it feels like someone were to like sit down and say, I'm gonna write a kid show, and then they started off with this, and this is like a one-off episode. Like that's what it feels like. So I don't know, but Mayor Jabari lore, I'll take that.